All right, boys, so it's been a hot minute since I have done a top 5, and I know you all really enjoy top 5, so I thought, why not bring them back? Because we all know how dead content is right now. As many of you know, I do raid help over on my Twitch, and one of the biggest things I get asked is what I think the best raid exotic weapons are, and well, I really had to sit down and think about it. Just kidding, it only took me about 3 seconds because some are just really good and some are just really bad. So today I, Papa myfi, am going to be telling you all the top 5 Destiny 2 raid exotics from worst to best. And yes, I know there are only 5 raid exotics in the game, but let's just not think about that one. But you know the drill. If you're new, and only if you enjoy the videos or have ever found them useful, then feel free to subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Also, like I just mentioned, I do raid help every single day except for Sundays and Thursdays over on twitch.tv/myfi with an underscore at the end. So if you want to have a chance to get any of the weapons that I'm about to mention, then come on out and I will help you do some raids. But you know what's better than me doing raid help over on my Twitch? The sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. You've probably heard of it because it has, I don't know, over 25 million downloads, over 1 million players that are playing every day. Now, let's say you somehow haven't heard of this game. Well, let me tell you what you're in for. It is a turn-based RPG game where you collect champions and put them together in teams to battle other players, bosses, and challenges. You like games that have amazing artwork? Raid Shadow Legends has that. You don't have any friends like me and you just want to play alone? You can do that. You like having a dedicated clan to always have people to play with, and well, Raid has over 216,000 clans for you to choose from. Now, when you do download the game for the very first time, there are nearly 1,000 videos posted every week on YouTube at your disposal that can help you out. Now, the big one, because I am always on Discord, is that Raid Shadow Legends has an extremely active Discord with over 87,000 members with over 60 channels, and the best part is they have channels that are in different languages. Now, people ask me what I like most about Raid all the time, and well, it's pretty simple. Every single time I get on this game, there is always something new to do. And in a day and age where people get bored of the same things very fast, well, Raid Shadow Legends is one of the only games that satisfies that hunger for new things to do with how fast they're pumping out content to play and explore. Not to mention that I am always on my computer, and having the ability to play on my computer and then switch to my phone and everything I just did on my computer transfers is awesome. Also, I love dragons and fighting, and Raid has a ton of dragons and fighting. Now, one last thing I will say is that even though there are over 1 million people playing every day, there is only one of me, and you can find me under the nickname The Big Beefy Boy. Go to the video description, click on the special links, and if you are a new player, you will get 100,000 silver plus 1 free epic champion, Lightsworn. All this treasure will be waiting for you here, so good luck and let's start raiding together. Once again, I would like to thank Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video, and let's go ahead and get into this top 5. So first up, I just want to say the placement of these weapons is going to be based off how good they are and how practical they are when it comes to actual good loadouts. So coming in at number 5, we have Tarrabah, or as some people call it, Terrible. And based off that, the placement of it on this list is probably not that surprising. Tarrabah is a 750 RPM solar submachine gun acquired from the Crown of Sorrow raid. It does not require any special quest, it's just a random RNG drop that you can get from the final boss. Now, its exotic perk is called Ravenous Beast. It states, the weapon stores power when dealing or receiving damage. Once full, hold reload to unleash the beast. Now, this perk is amazing, but also the reason why this gun is at number 5. The perk itself, when activated, is like a pre-nerfed Recluse times 10. I mean, it absolutely shreds low tier ads and puts majors to sleep in seconds. But in order to activate the perk, you have to deal damage to enemies. There is a bar that will fill up with light on the side of the gun, and when that bar is filled, the perk can be activated. Now, when I say you have to deal damage, I don't mean kill a few enemies and that would be enough damage. Oh, no, no, no. You have to do insane amounts of damage in order to be able to activate the perk. And that's not even the worst part. If you are working on filling up the bar with light on the side of the gun and you decide to switch weapons, well, that's going to completely reset the bar of light and you'll have to start all over again. Tarrabah is a weapon that could be great if A, you didn't need to do that much damage in order to activate the perk, and B, if switching weapons did not reset your progress to activating the perk. Now coming in at number 4, we have the very first raid exotic in Destiny 2, Legend of Acrius. It is an arc shotgun that sits in your power slot. It is acquired via a quest line from Benedict that involves doing a few things here, a few things there, and finally doing the Leviathan raid. Now this shotgun would have came in at number 5 if it had not been for its catalyst. You see, Legend of Acrius without the catalyst only has 2 shells in the magazine, but the catalyst bumps its magazine size from 2 to 6 and gives it a hefty reload speed increase. Now I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Legend of Acrius is terrible. In fact, it's not. It's really good if you're dealing with close range enemies and you need massive amounts of damage. But where it falls short is the fact that it sits in the power slot, and there are just far better weapons that you can use that also sit in the power slot. For example, Whisper of the Worm, Xenophage, Tractor Cannons, some weapons I'm about to mention later on the list, and even some legendaries such as Wendigo and 21%. And if you're really keen on using a high damage shotgun or just a close range weapon, save your exotic slot for something else and use a 1-2 punch shotgun or a trench barrel shotgun. Now making its way in at number 3, we have the coolest looking weapon on this list, and you can probably guess what I'm about to say based off just that. 1000 Voices. 1K is a solar fusion rifle that sits in the power slot and is a random RNG drop from Riven in the Last Wish raid. Now, this isn't just your average fusion rifle. Its exotic perk, Ahamkara's Eye, states, charging this weapon unleashes a giant continuous beam of, wait for it, death. And its other exotic perk, Unforeseen Repercussions, states, this weapon's beam superheats its targets upon impact, causing delayed explosions. So to put that in one sentence and to wrap a bow around it, you hold your fire button and out comes a massive laser that blows everything up. Now, when this gun first came out back in Forsaken, it quickly became one of the most popular DPS weapons that people were using. But over time, with new and powerful weapons releasing, and not to mention all the accidental misfirings resulting in your own death, the gun started to phase out of people's inventories. In fact, I keep it in my inventory just because it's fun, and it's cool, and it's pretty to look at. But just like number 4 on our list, there's just better things out there for you to use for your exotic slot. But if you're looking for something solar that does a lot of damage, then 1K Voices will not let you down. Now coming in at number 2, our runner-up, and the most recent raid exotic to be released within Destiny 2, we have Divinity. Divinity is a 1000 RPM arc trace rifle acquired via quest line that eventually requires you to do the Garden of Salvation raid. Now not gonna lie, this is probably the only useful trace rifle in the game, but not because it deals massive amounts of damage, but instead it enables your teammates to do massive amounts of damage. It is the ultimate support weapon. Taking a look at its exotic perk Judgment, which states, sustained damage with this weapon envelops the target in a field that weakens and disrupts them. What this means is that upon continuously hitting an enemy, they will be surrounded by a white sphere that acts as a crit point and also increases all damage to the enemy being hit by 30%. Now this is huge, considering having just one person run this on, let's say, your raid team can take the boss fight from a 3 phase down to a 2 or even 1 phase. And we can't forget about the good old Divinity Izanagi combo, which is still to this day one of, if not the best Nightfall Ordeal team loadouts. So yeah, technically, if this list was based off how much damage each gun does by itself, then this would probably be at number 5, but that's not how you use this gun. Like I said, Divinity is the ultimate support weapon. Yes, I'm looking at you, Lumina fans. Also, Divinity can disrupt overload champions. Thought I would throw that in there as well. Now coming in at number 1, we have the coolest, best, most powerful god tier exotic weapon ever, Hawkmoon. Wait, we're talking about Destiny 2 raid never mind, scratch that, that's for another video. So our actual number 1 is, well, there's only one raid exotic left in Destiny 2, so Anarchy. Anarchy is a 150 RPM arc grenade launcher that is acquired as a random RNG drop from the final boss and Scourge of the past raid. Now, this isn't just your normal point, shoot, fire, and things blow up grenade launcher. It's best explained by me telling you its exotic perk, which is Arc Traps. which states grenades stick to surfaces and chain arc bolts to other mines, mines being the other grenades that this grenade launcher shoots. So if you shoot at the floor and then you shoot at the floor again, well then those two grenades that you shot at the floor will connect via a deadly arc connection, and any enemy that just so happens to pass through that arc connection will more than likely die immediately upon making contact. Now Anarchy is not just good at ad clear, it's also good at boss damage, and that's because it has the ability to do damage in the background, if you will, as you're doing damage with another weapon. So to give an example, you fire 2 shots on a boss, which will trigger the arc connection. That arc connection will deal damage to the boss every second or so. So once the arc traps are in place, you then switch to another high damage weapon, such as a sniper rifle, mountaintop, etc. Anarchy really is the complete package. It's great for ad clear. It can also be used for great boss damage, and not to mention it's probably one of the coolest guns mechanically in all of Destiny. I mean, you literally get to set your own tripwires of death. Sadly, it doesn't have a catalyst, and I wish it did, because if so, then I could flex how many kills I have with it, because it's got to be somewhere in the tens of thousands. For real, you need Anarchy in your life. And there we go, boys. Those are the top 5 raid exotics from worst to best inside of Destiny 2. Now I need something from you. Yes, you. I need you to put in the comments section which raid exotic you are missing. And if you just so happen to have all of them, then I want you to flex that in the comments section as well. Remember, like I said in the beginning, I do raid help over on my Twitch, so if you are missing 1 or 2 exotics from any raid, come on over and I'll try my best in helping you to get them. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then be sure to drop a like, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.